So hello friends, now we will discuss the industrial application of power electronics devices in high voltage DC transmission system. So first of all, why we use high voltage DC transmission system? What is the purpose behind it? So we generally use AC supply through three-phase AC supply system. But the transmission of the power for longer distance through high voltage AC system, it is very costly. So for bulk power transmission over a longer distance, we generally prefer HVC, HVDC transmission line. So there are some advantages of HVDC transmission line over AC transmission system. So the first of all, as in AC transmission system for three-phase power transfer, we need three conductors or four conductors, and for that also we need tall towers. While in HVDC line, we generally use one conductor or two conductors. Therefore, due to lower mechanical load, we use smaller size of the tower in HVDC system. And if any fault occurs in high voltage DC transmission system, then we can clear this fault in HVDC system very fast, and therefore it improves the stability of the power system in transmission cases. As in AC transmission system, there is a skin effect on the conductor, so overall cost increases. Limited current we may get over the surface of the conductor. So in HVDC transmission system, there is no skin effect, and as there is no skin effect, then size of the conductor in DC transmission system gets reduced. So here we are reducing the overall cost of the HVDC system. HVDC system. Now, if two different AC transmission system we have to connect at common point, then by converting this AC to DC of these two different AC system, we can interconnect this through HVDC transmission line, because at the end of the HVDC transmission line, the frequency of this transmission line is 0. So at a 0 frequency, both have a same frequency. Therefore, we can connect the two HVDC transmission line, even if two AC systems at a different frequency connected. But the disadvantage of HVDC transmission line is we need converting and inverting equipments like converters and inverters. So for a lower power supply system over a shorter distance, this is feasible. But for large power transmission over a long distance, HVDC turns out to be economical. So for a lower power system, it is very costly. But for the large power transmission, it turns out to be economical. Okay. So here only the cost is conversion. Is from AC to DC and DC to AC conversion. So this is the major disadvantage of HVDC transmission system. So there are two types of the HVDC transmission. One is monopolar HVDC system, another is bipolar. So monopolar polar link HVDC type link and bipolar link HVDC system. So this circuit diagram is monopolar HVDC link system, and this is bipolar link HVDC system. So in monopolar, name is monopolar. So here we are using one conductor only. So this is the simplest diagram, only one conductor. So three-phase AC supply connected with the rectifier, which converts AC to DC, and it's either positive wire or negative wire connected with the inverting terminal. So here the current in this transmission wire, it is DC current. This and DC voltage. This line connected with the inverter circuit, which inverts the DC voltage. It is from DC to AC. And as our all loads are AC load, therefore output of this inverter connected with the three-phase AC supply system. But here the return path, it is either through ground. A return path is either through ground or through C only. So as a return path is through ground or through the C, leads to higher conduction losses and large potential gradient in the supply. So therefore, it is generally not preferable. So instead of this monopolar using one wire, if we use this bipolar, then it is very useful. Why? So let us consider this is bipolar circuit first. Consider this. So here, this is rectifier, this is also rectifier, this is inverter, and this is also inverter. Both side we are connecting the transformer to mitigate the voltage requirement. So here three-phase AC supply connected with the transformer. The output of this transformer is three-phase AC connected with the phase control rectifier or diode rectifier, which rectifies the AC voltage into DC. The single wire, that is positive wire, connected with the inverter plus terminal. Inverter inverts the DC voltage, that is from single DC supply to three-phase AC supply through the inverter, and the output of this inverter is three-phase AC supply connected with the transformer so that we may mitigate the voltage requirement of the three-phase AC supply system. Similarly, another circuit, same circuit connected with this rectifier circuit also, and we get the three-phase AC voltage, and both output of this three-phase AC voltage connected at one component. But why we use this two supply? So here positive wire of the upper rectifier connected with the inverter, and the negative wire of this rectifier connected with this inverter, and the common point of this connected through ground. So here it is also ground, and here it is also ground. So here positive wire and a negative wire carry equal currents. Therefore, when both have equal current, then there is no current in the earth line. But in case one line is open circuited due to some fault, if let us assume that the fault occurs in this line, okay, so we have to isolate this line also. Then how to make it healthy, or how to provide the uninterruptible supply to the load? So it is through this only. So when this line has some fault, then isolate this line. So the current flows from this three-phase AC supply to rectifier to this line to the inverter to the load. But here the return path, it is not through this upper wire, but here return path, it is through earth only, like this. So the flow of current in this case, it would be like this, from this here to rectifier to ground to this. Okay, so this is the return. So if the supply system is healthy supply system, the power consumed by this load, it is, let's say here load, it is P amount of power. And if a fault occurs in one of the line, then we can apply the continuous power, uninterruptible power, but here the half of the rated power can be transmitted, half of the rated power can be transmitted until force fault is clear. So from this we can say that the bipolar system of HVDC is more reliable than the unipolar or monopolar system. So this bipolar HVDC line is more commonly employed. Okay, so this is the application of power electric circuit in HVDC transmission system. Thank you very much. Please observe this video again and read your book also, so that you will get the proper information and correct information. Okay. Thank you very much.